Okay guys, I've arrived here at Sterling Steel in Sterling, Illinois, and they got right on me to unload. So I've got my tarps pulled off, my straps pulled off, and the guy's unloading. It's real noisy here, so I hope you can hear me. But I just wanted to give you a quick shot of the product and the guy unloading. This stuff is called Dunite something. So anyway, I guess they use it in the manufacturing of the steel wires they make here. Like, see that truck over there? That's what they make here. We call them slinkies or coiled rod. From there, I think they use it to make fencing and probably other stuff. But anyway, let me get to work. All right, people, Paperboard Trucker back at you with another exciting day in the life of an American truck driver. Oh man, I wish every load was that fast. You know, I had to drive around this place. Luckily, I've been here before, so I knew how to get in here, because if you haven't been here before, it's quite confusing. And the guard shack told me where to go, and as soon as I got down here to where they wanted me to unload, I mean, two guys were waiting on me. Forklift guy was just sitting there. You know, I didn't even have my straps and tarps off. So I yanked my tarps off and laid them on the ground, and yanked my straps off and laid them to the side so he could start unloading. And so yeah, that was all good. You know, I was frustrated yesterday because getting this load took like 4 hours. Very frustrating. So there's a lesson in patience for you. You know, you can't always control what happens to you. Yesterday was very disappointing with the loading and the traffic, road closures and detours and things. And today, it worked out great for me on the unloading side. I couldn't really have asked for anything better. And they've sent me my next load, which is awesome. It's picking up about 1.5 hours from here in, what's the name of this place? Oh, what's the name of this place? Wilton, Iowa. Wilton, Iowa. Don't think I've ever been there before. And it delivers Monday in Little Rock at 1 p.m. So, I should have enough time to get over here, get this load, and still get a few hours of driving in today. So that I should definitely be able to get home Saturday morning sometime, depending on how early I want to hit the road, which is usually pretty early. So anyway, I was just showing you a little footage of this place. It's a big place. I had to come in from that other direction, way down there, straight ahead. That's how you come in. And I can go out this way. This is a busy railroad town too, I tell you. There's a railroad track right here to my right, you're gonna see in just a minute. And since I've been here, that train has rolled through here at least twice. Maybe 3 times. Oh, crap! Oh. Well, it looks like the road I needed to take, you can see straight ahead, is closed. Oh, man. Well, I shouldn't have opened my mouth. Well, that's not a killer. I'll just have to go up the road a little ways and turn on another street. But anyway, more later. All right, everybody, Pepper Boy back at you. I'm in Iowa. Just picked up my load there in what was the name of that place? Wilton, Iowa. Had a little confusion finding the place because when I turned onto the little short road that it was on, there's another steel plant that I'd been to before and recognized. So I pulled in there, and the system arrived me like, you know, I was in the right place. I went in, checked in, and the shipping lady didn't have my order number for a load today, so I called fleet manager, waited about 10 minutes, and he called back and said he thought I was at the wrong place. Turns out he was right. I needed to go across the road about and down the street about 100 yards. So anyway, got there, got in the loading area within about 20 minutes. Fairly quick load. Sorry I didn't have any time to film anything, but I don't have much spare time today. I'm still about 11 hours from Little Rock, leaving the shipper, and I had about 3.5 hours of drive time left. So, and I'm traveling rural Iowa for the first several hours. So the only truck stop I can find is about 3 hours. So I've got just enough time to try to get to this Love's where I'll be able to get a shower, and then that'll should leave me a little under 8 hours to drive tomorrow to get home, which is good because if I can get there within 8 hours, I won't have to stop and take a 30-minute break. So I wish I had less to drive tomorrow, but the good thing about it is I should still be able to get home by lunchtime, 11 or so. And my delivery appointment is 1 p.m. Monday, so I won't have to leave out early Monday. That still leaves me on a cycle where I've got to, I'll probably be getting home on Saturdays. But I told the wife, I said, hey, just buckle down and work it hard the next few weeks. Because when the summer gets here, mid-June through August, I'll be taking a lot of 3- and 4-day weekends because we have an old pontoon boat. We keep up the lake, and that's all we do for fun. We don't really take any other trip. We go to the lake a lot in the summer. So I've still got, I think, 9 vacation days to use. So that's what we'll use a lot of them for. Anyway, that's the plan for now. Trying to get to this Love's. GPS says I've got 2 hours and 51 minutes to get there. And I've got 3 hours and 20 minutes of drive time available. So unless I run into some terrible traffic or something, I should be able to get to it. So yeah. That's kind of how it's kind of a busy day, but it's gone good. I had a quick unload there in Sterling, Illinois, and a quick load there in Iowa. What I'm carrying is some 20-foot, I think they're 20-foot steel flats. They're flat pieces of steel that look like they're maybe 3 or 4 inches wide, maybe a ½ inch thick, in bundles. I don't know how many is in a bundle, but I had 9 bundles. There's 6 bundles on the bottom row and 3 bundles on the top row. So I'll try to get you a picture of it when I get stopped, even though it's tarped, and then maybe Monday I can get another load. But you know, it's been a pretty good week. I hadn't really looked at my miles yet, but I'm guessing, man, I'll probably be in the 2,700, 2,800 maybe, because I'll get all the miles, pretty much all the miles for this trip. I mean, once I get to the Maverick North Little Rock yard, I'll only be about 10 or 12 miles from the delivery. So I pretty much will have had the delivery done. So all the miles for this trip will count on this week. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Hey, one of my buddies called earlier that I hadn't talked to in a couple of weeks. He doesn't drive for Maverick anymore. He used to, but he went off, found a gig closer to his house, to his home. A smaller company there near where he lives. He hauls the hopper pot. Does a lot of chicken byproducts that goes into animal feed, that sort of stuff. But anyway, he called Jay, was telling me this story about how he had been out on some small 2-lane rural road. This is why I don't like small 2-lane rural roads in this big truck. But he said, you know, it was like a 12-foot wide road, which only leaves about a foot for each direction's traffic. And there was a tanker truck coming his way and approaching him, and there was a bag of something in the road on his side. A bag of trash, something, he didn't know. So he got off the road, slowed down to about 30, 35 miles an hour, got off the road, you know, on his passenger side. There wasn't much room. I got a picture of it, but it wasn't paved. It's not a paved shoulder. It's just a skinny little county road. He got off on the dirt. So it turns out there's a little a ditch over there that had a underground, like a spring attached to it. So his truck basically caved in and sunk down about 3 feet, dumped his truck over and onto its passenger side, and he basically slid to a stop. Oh, luckily he wasn't injured or anything, but you know, that's the problems with the truck and trailer. He had to, you know, they had to come tow him, and they had to call some sort of a vacuum unit out to, because he was loaded with some sort of, I don't know what kind of product it was exactly, but they had to call a vacuum unit out to kind of clean up the mess, salvage the product. Anyway, so his people are not real happy with him right now. You can imagine. But at least he wasn't hurt, right? Oh, gotta be careful out here. Gotta be careful out here. Take your eyes off the road for a second. That's all it takes. Gotta be careful. Alright guys, I'll get back to you later.